All right. That's right. It's me and the Big Ted here for your Tuesday night bar fight. It is Obviously versus Itachi. We've got a fun little match for you from the Year of the Kraken, which, in case you're wondering, is covering the metas of Whispers of the Old Gods, Karazhan, and Mean Streets of Gadgetzan.
Yeah, this is really exciting. So we picked them because they are the two active hero players with the highest win rates that have played, I think, at least 4 seasons. I think I said it as. So they've been here for a lot of the history of hero, and they've both performed very well.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got some pretty impressive win rates from these two players, and they are here to commemorate, some of Hero seasons past with what was voted on by you, the community, as your favorite year of Hearthstone, being that Year of the Kraken. And these players have brought some pretty interesting decks here. We actually get to see their lists on our
Yeah,
side, so
yeah.
we have an idea of what they're actually bringing.
I have the lists up right now, so
Fantastic. So, as you can see, we have the. Actually, I don't know which one we're leading with. Avi's on the left side, right?
yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay, so Avi is a Highlander mage deck, Reno mage. I guess it was more commonly known back then before, because really, if you ran a Highlander deck, it was because of Reno and not much else. But we have from Avi, we've got a Reno Highlander mage, we've got a Reno Highlander warlock, we have a Jade shaman, which is fantastic. I love seeing Jade shaman in this list. That one was, I think, the more fun Jade deck. And then we have a Dragon Priest. And on Itachi's side, he has brought the deck I consider to be the less fun Jade deck. Definitely, probably a stronger Jade deck, though, and that's the Jade Druid, the one that gets to go infinite because of that Jade Idol. He has a Nizoth Shaman deck, with all kinds of fancy stuff in here. I guess you could call it primarily just a Jade deck, though, because the Nizoth is looking to exploit the Eye of Blackpaw, Death Rattle, along with more Jade stuff. But this deck is doing a whole lot of things at once.
Yeah.
He also has a Reno Highlander Warlock deck, and then finally wrapping it up with the Warrior. That is a Pirate Warrior. You are seeing patches. He's slightly neutered though. He does not have charge. We couldn't revert the meta for you for that. But it's a nerfed small time Buccaneer too. The Buccaneer is just a 1/1, not the terror of the original meta that it came out in, but still quite a lot of strong smorky stuff here in this deck.
Yeah, so I'm just communicating with the players right now, and I think we're going to be ready to get underway shortly. But yeah, I'm just really excited for this.
Fantastic. So, do we have the players already decided on bans before the match? Do we have that information?
No, I'm communicating with Avi about that right now. He said we should
Okay,
have them in
perfect.
1 second.
Awesome. So I have no idea, honestly, what the bans are going to be. I have not. I don't remember this meta well enough to know like what the bans might be. I guess though, like if I were Itachi, I'd probably ban Priest because I just don't want to face Priest.
Yeah.
It is strong, the dragon stuff that steals your stuff is a little annoying too to deal with. And if I'm Avi, I'm probably wanting to ban Jade Druid because no, thank you.
I mean, you can probably make the same argument for Pirate Warrior.
Yeah, true. But Pirate Warrior does actually have some nerfs, so it's not quite as strong.
Yeah.
Whereas Jade Druid just always goes infinite. I mean, it's hard to say, but we'll find out soon what the players feel most comfortable with and their bans. C-Max says double Demon Hunter ban.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting a double Demon Hunter ban. Seems a little out there.
Yeah, I would doubt that.
But do you even have any guesses of what lineup you like better? I feel like it's impossible to guess, but
yeah, it's really difficult. I think I like Avi's lineup a little bit better because it has the Jade Shaman, which I really enjoyed, and the Mage and Warlock just do a bunch of crazy stuff, which is kind of cool and fun. I don't love the priest, but whatever. And then on Itachi's side, like there are cool things that he's brought to. I think personally I have a slight, favoritism bias for Avi's lineup here.
yeah. Whoops. All right, so I am putting the bans in right now. We have obviously banning the Druid. So Itachi will be without Druid, and obviously will be without Warlock.
All right, so Warlock is the banned then. That kind of makes sense. And
Yeah.
of course, Jade Druid does get banned. I'm kind of glad.
We don't have to suffer through that.
Although, maybe we'll still see it if the players blaze through this match. We'll see. So, I mean, just on the off chance that we actually see this match ending really quickly, the players will also queue up their banned decks just for fun. But of course, depending on how much time we have is depending on whether or not we would actually see the last ones.
Yeah. But anyways, I have told them to get into it.
Right.
So we should be starting fairly
Let's get
soon.
this underway. Which player is going to be on the top and which is going to be on the bottom?
So for top and bottom, we will be having Obviously on the bottom and Itachi on the top.
Perfect. I wonder what they're going to lead off with here. There's so many choices that I don't know anything. Like there's so much that goes into like the plan for a typical Hero Series match. Maybe these players prepped a good amount just because they want to win, or maybe they're just having fun and it's like random, roll the dice, go with whatever. Because I have no clue what the strategy pick would be for a lead off.
It does seem like Itachi might have been having some slight issues as he's back into the main menu now, so
Okay.
we might have to hold on for a second.
Match pending. But yeah, just looking at like these lineups here, there's so many fun like cards to reminisce about too. Even though Finley isn't in a whole lot of these decks, he is in two for Itachi, the Shaman and the Warrior, switching out that hero power for something else that could be more useful, or in Pirate Warrior's case, like more smorky, which is always kind of cool. I always thought he was a cool card. And there's, of course, I'm excited to see Jade Shaman again. I always thought that was fun. And in these Highlander lists, well, the Warlock got banned, but the Mage has so many cards that I kind of forgot existed. Like Manic Soulcaster. Choose a friendly minion, shuffle a copy in your deck, 3 mana, 3/4. What? I don't even really remember this card all that well.
I just find it so funny you mentioning Finley and Pirate Warrior, because literally any other hero power in the game is better than the Warriors.
Yeah, when it comes to like Pirate Warriors game plan, I guess it was like the quasi nerf of how strong it would be before it even came out, that they're like, okay, if we're gonna print this really disgustingly broken pirate stuff, we should probably put it in the class that can least exploit its hero power to put this to extra advantage.
Yeah.
So they're like, all right, we'll give it to a warrior then. I suppose could be the logic there.
Or they just didn't have logic and we got lucky.
Yeah, it still didn't matter. It just still made Warrior kind of disgustingly broken.
Oh, looks like we are in.
All right, fantastic. Issues are resolved. We are underway. And let's see what the leadoffs are. Looks like Avi has chosen to lead off with the Priest, and Itachi is leading with that Shaman. And he's got Finley in the opening hand. You'll love to see it. And plays the Finley right away. No big surprise. offered Steady Shot, Lesser Heal, and Shapeshift. Well, it's up against a priest. It's kind of a tough call.
Also, thank you for
Maybe
giving.
you just take the Steady Shot just to counter the Shaman hero power. Itachi decides on Shapeshift, going with armor and attack.
I wanted to say thank you for giving play-by-play because my game was way behind and I was still on the mulligan as he was playing Finley.
I got you, buddy. So moving on to the next turn here, Itachi Avi obviously just passing the first turn. Turn 2 has the option to just play a Worm Rest Agent, which is active due to the dragons in hand. Is also considering the coin because he has another dragon synergy card active, and that's Blackwing Technician, which is going to come down. You have to imagine he wanted to get that out for the 3 attack power to deal with Finley's 3 health.
Yeah, plus he followed up with Talon Priest. This is why Anduin isn't making too many buddies in Hearthstone. I mean, I guess this isn't even Anduin, but oh no.
And so jarring here too. We actually see some hero skins that are not from Year of the Kraken.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening.
Wait, that's illegal.
What is Elaine's will?
He's thinking about what he wants to play here.
Yeah, and this is just kind of insane having the Talon Priest be able. This card I remember well. I was not a fan of this card, this Cabal Talon Priest. It just created so many powerful things for priests to do. Tachi picking up a Hex here, that can be huge to deal with any buffed minions.
I feel like he almost has to use it now.
The rest of the turn feels pretty awkward. He could overload and heal for nothing. He could Lightning Storm and have maybe a chance of killing the Talon Priest if he high rolls the Lightning Storm. Might just want to get the 3/6 down, moused it for a second, but is in fact going to decide on that Hex and clears out the strongest, most threatening minion for right now. Avi, no hesitation, jamming that Bran.
Oh,
and
hello there.
A very nice follow-up to Bran with that Azure Drake in hand. Tachi also not going to be too upset finding the original Prime. White Eyes. It shuffles a stronger minion into your deck.
Oh, the Bran really getting value there.
Yeah, the brand value is real. There was probably a plan for Azure Drake, but the option for Blackwing Corruptor to just deal with that taunt, very, very strong for Avi in this early going.
And Itachi, of course, never lucky not drawing the Storm Guardian immediately.
Never lucky.
Never lucky.
Picks up his own Bran, and also with that Sylvanas, that's a pretty strong card to have on board to try to interact with Avi's board, but throwing up these taunts in the way just makes it so much harder for Itachi to stabilize here, as his life total is decreasing rapidly.
Yeah.
Going with the Lightning Storm, possibly, considering maybe all 3 cards here, the Maelstrom Portal, the Jade Claws, and the Lightning Storm. I guess you'd play Maelstrom first if you're 100% committed, just on the off chance you maybe get a spell power 1 cost.
Oh, he only hits 1 3 damage, but it's on the most important target.
That was pretty unfortunate, all things considered, for Itachi, though.
At least
he hit the Brand, yeah. If there's any that you want to get the high roll hit off of, its Brand, but he had a chance of a full clear and doesn't quite get that. So we've got 8 damage on board, and that's going to put Avi 5 off lethal if he chose to go full face right now. Presented with a number of other options that seem a bit better. That Sylvanas does definitely make things awkward, though, on this board. Yeah, just the best way to deal with it is just give him 0 value off of the Sylvanas. And Avi just playing that Drake for card draw, gonna heal face. And do priest things. They don't have to kill you anytime soon.
Devolve coming at the absolute best time for Itachi. He definitely could not have used that last turn at all.
I mean, I guess you might as well just still play it now because he might be considering trying to get extra heal off Jinyu with the Bran.
Yeah.
Being overloaded here is definitely pretty awkward for Itachi on this turn, though.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a tough call whether you just rip the devolve, maybe you just play Jinyu now. And not enough mana to do all the things here. Just decides to get 6 healing now. Float 1 mana, a little bit more efficient than just playing a devolve.
Oh, and this is such a good
more card draw.
This is such a good pain/bookworm target. This 3/6.
Yeah, wow. Shadow Word Pain takes out a 4 mana 3/6. Priest is having a good time. Shaman, not so much. Itachi does have the Brand together with the Jade Claws, which could be a nice setup for the Chieftain on the next turn. Can still lead with Devolve and do both of these things. Wait a minute. Shifty Sophomore, that's not from this meta.
Spellburst.
What's happening here?
Wait, hold on. Wait, what is that?
I don't know what that means.
What does that?
I have no idea what that means. So Itachi does choose to get the Brand down. He's going to play these Jade Claws, get a few more Jade Golems going. But you have to imagine the Brand is probably not surviving, so he's not getting much more value off the Chieftain.
Oh
wow. A Bite Weed. I don't even know if that's from this meta or not. Probably not.
It looks like
it's from Ungoro. It has it on the... Yeah. So, also an illegal card. Obviously is clearly cheating here.
Yeah. I feel like we're going to have to give game 1 to Itachi. Because obviously he's not playing fair.
Yeah, I think we need to DQ Avi here on this game.
I think RoboCat's in the champ. Robo, what do you think about DQing Avi? Waiting for that response. But anyways. He's just dead here. Yep. As I was saying.
So yeah, there's just no way out for Itachi's Shaman there, as Avi cheats his way to a game 1 victory with non-Year of the Kraken cards, although they honestly didn't really have that much of an impact in the game overall.
What are you talking about? That Bite Weed won him the game.
And this is the Hero series, of course, so that means that Itachi's Shaman is now eliminated, and Avi's Priest will stay up for this next match.
Yeah.
And it is the Warlock that Itachi brings to counter this Priest here. Oh, and there's a Emperor Tharisan in hand.
Wow.
Early. Always what you want to see with the combo style. Oh man, these cards are taking me back. Faceless Shambler. Faceless Manipulator, still, legal in Standard currently. It is a classic card, or classic card, but doesn't exactly see much play nowadays.
No, I would not say so. But Itachi here, Hero Power Pass.
Yeah, as Warlock typically just likes to press the button, draw cards. That hasn't really changed all that much. Good old Warlock. And Avi, once again, with 2 really strong turn 3 plays. This Priest is kind of doing everything it wants to do in the early game.
Yeah, the Warlock is. I mean, to be fair, this Warlock deck didn't usually have a great opener.
Yeah, Warlock likes to take it slow for the most part.
Yeah.
Able to Shadow Bolt down the Twilight Whelp just to clear off one of the minions. And Avi now wisely not playing the Twilight Guardian on curve. He gets to buff this minion, develop another one, and crucially have an active Draconid Operative for turn 5, which was always seemingly one of the most broken things that Priest could do in this meta. 5 mana, 5/6, discover a card from your opponent's deck. Ooh, a Leroy. Spicy.
Avi doesn't mind if he does.
If Yellow Dart is out here, I'm sure he approves.
Yeah.
And Itachi, once again, kind of just backed into a corner early, needing to play very defensively. The Shambler is a nice combo with this Imp Gang boss and the Power Overwhelming. So we can see he can just go ahead and get the 6/8 right now.
I don't know if he wants to go with that or just use the Shadow Flame to clear.
Yeah, maybe that is what he's considering right now.
Looks like he will just go with the Shambler, probably take out the fetch.
5 on the Shambler. Takes that clear, gets a 1/1 out of it as well. Not bad. Oh, look at these options here. And just grabs an Azure Drake. When in doubt, pick the card that you main deck. Avi has 2 Azure Drakes in his deck already. Why not have one more? Very fancy. Heals up the Imp. You love to see it. Whoa, Itachi, though. There it is. The thing we all wanted to see from this meta more than anything else, right? The top decked turn 6 heal full with Reno. Who here's got good memories of that? I have bad memories of that, but that's maybe due to the decks that I was playing in this meta.
Alright, so I just realized he has Jiraxis in here, and I love it.
Oh, yeah.
No, he didn't play it. Oh no, he's dead.
Whoa. Itachi took a massive risk there and gets killed by his own Leroy. Betrayed by his own deck. And we see, there was an option to play the Reno there. He thought he could survive for one more turn since Priest usually doesn't have burst. Well, it didn't, but it did in the form of Itachi's deck.
Yeah.
So Avi gets game 2 very quickly. The Priest will stay up as Itachi is down to his final deck to bring, and that is going to be Pirate Warrior.
Yes, I love this matchup. It's the classic. Did the Reno luck draw? What's it called?
It's not even really pure Pirate Warrior because there's some dragon stuff in here too.
Yeah.
But I mean, all of it's just Smork focused primarily. Yeah. I love to see the Ragnaros.
I was gonna say the old matchup with Pirate Warrior versus it's Priest. Never mind, the Reno locks down. I was going to say the old matchup with Warrior versus Reno lock was, do you draw your Reno by turn 6, you win. If not, you lose.
Right.
Really skill testing.
But I think Priest has a good chance in this. I don't even remember if it's favored or not, but the ability to consistently heal and steal stuff from your opponent was always very strong for Priest in the meta at the time. I don't think Avi's running any steel cards. He's very much more dragon focused though, so there could be a very good opportunity for the Pirate Warrior to get the damage in and grab the victory here.
Yeah, absolutely. But double cleric on one.
Easy double cleric.
Oh, what a draw!
What a fantastic draw. Itachi's not going to be able to clear both of these clerics, but very importantly, he can clear one, which denies some of that card draw, which is huge. And is there even really a point in attacking the cleric? The other cleric? It looked like he was mousing over it for a second and then chooses not to attack it.
Yeah.
I feel like the client maybe glitched out.
It might have.
For me, I can't see.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they're still playing, but something happened. I'm gonna leave spectate and rejoin.
Yeah.
I think we might both need to.
Let's burn them all.
Yeah. I love this game.
Good old Hearthstone stuff. As the list slowly populates again, I can at least give us a play-by-play if I can get back in to see this too.
I'm currently gathering. I'm currently getting back in.
Okay, let's see. Avi's now down to 23 health with a 3-5 and a 1-3 on the board. Itachi has a 3-1 axe equipped with the 3-2. You got it?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Twilight Guardian, I think, here. Yep.
Yep, so Itachi just going to play that Twilight Guardian. He's already got another one in hand, activating the taunt and the extra attack, and also, crucially, having another dragon in hand to activate the next one if he chooses to get that down. And was considering a trade briefly, but Pirate Warrior doesn't like trading. Pirate Warrior wants to go face. So he goes face, and here's Priest's best answers to that 3-6. A Shadow Word Pain clearing up the 3-6 taunt.
He's really good at having those pains at the perfect time.
What's this, though? Avi has an Aeon Reaver in hand? He's cheating again. Come on, Avi. What is this? Unacceptable.
I wield the power of Black.
I've been messaging Avi that he's a cheater. All right, so Itachi going with a little bit of clearing up of the board, develops the 5-4, does not die on board. And Avi now with some decisions to make, can't play his Aeon Reaver that he's cheating with just yet.
Yeah. And meanwhile, we have Mako in chat saying what we're all thinking.
And yep, just throw down that Blackwing Technician and push a little face damage of his own. Itachi now with the ability to play this Draconid Crusher for the buff. He can hit face with the 5-4 and slam a 9-9 that, you know, if Avi wasn't cheating, he wouldn't have any way to deal with. As we can see by his hand, Itachi's going to be real sad if he chooses the Draconid Crusher play.
Looks like he's thinking
looks
against
like
it.
he wants to play the Twilight Guardian. Unfortunately for him, Avi has the answer to that too in hand with a Shadow Word Pain.
I listen. All I can think is that, you know, Itachi's cheating right back. He knew not to play the Guardian. Could we have a legal deck building versus stream sniping going on here?
Amazing. And yeah, of course, the Bookworm is another way to remove that. The Bookworm only being acted by that Aeon Reaver.
Of course.
And here comes the big old 9-9 down on the board. Itachi with the option to maybe just choose to clear up some more minions, but prioritizing face, which I think is the right move here. And unfortunately for him, there it is. That Nether Spite Historian finding Aeon Reaver, and Itachi's in trouble, but could be saved by some crucial top decks. Here's more damage, and it's just all face. So he definitely runs Leroy on this deck, right?
Yeah.
There's no Leroy.
Is there not?
Itachi, there's no Leroy.
Oh.
I was gonna say he could top deck Leroy and get around the heal from Avi here.
Yeah. Wait, I wonder why. It's not like he he knew he ran it in his Warlock.
Okay, he can top deck Ragnaros, and Rag can win a ridiculous 1 in 6.
Oh, hello there, Finley.
Finley's something. Itachi is a what?
Whoa,
Demon
no.
Claws.
No,
What?
get this
Both
outta
players
here.
are cheating. This is unacceptable. Unreal.
I feel like I should just end it here. Like, there's no integrity whatsoever.
This is probably going to wrap up this game, too.
This
I mean, he still had the rag out there.
Well played.
Yep, and so we do have time, it looks like,
Yeah.
for the band deck. If Itachi wants to queue up the Jade Druid.
Do you want to DM them about that?
Yeah, so, whoops. I to Itachi there instead of Avi. The thing's overloaded. So yeah, we can stop seeing Avi's priest since the priest took down the win completely. So Avi will queue up his band deck here, which was that warlock. So we're gonna see warlock versus druid.
You know what? You said it from the top. He should ban the priest.
Should have banned the priest. Do we want to bring in Avi to the call now?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's bring him in here.
All right. Hello.
Hey, welcome, Avi. Congrats on your win.
Yeah.
Your scamming paid off.
I did not even think about how many like new dragons there were to discover off the story and stuff. But yeah, it was pretty silly.
So, do you have your band deck queued up and ready to go?
I do. I think we're hopping into it right
Yeah.
now.
Fantastic.
Awesome. All right, and
So, of course, we will not be talking about Itachi's hand.
yeah.
Yes.
Just to give a little bit more fairness on his side for his band deck here, but we can talk about Avi's hand, I suppose, or just in general talk interview stuff. So.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about this hand.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about that hand. So tell us a little bit about your deck choices, though, Avi. What went into the selection?
Well, I was mostly looking for decks that I both enjoyed playing at the time of the set's release, at the time of Year of the Kraken, because I really enjoyed Year of the Kraken. It was the first format that got me into like this format that we're playing right now with Mean Streets is the most recent set, is the format that really got me into playing some competitive Hearthstone and playing in the Open Cup system online. So it's kind of a nice little trip down memory lane. And I wanted to pick cards or decks that haven't been hit by nerfs much. So that was one of the reasons I didn't really go with the pirate decks, because I think the Small Time Buccaneer and Patches nerfs have hit those decks a bit.
Yeah, they got kind of brutalized.
Yeah. And I think the only two of the decks I brought have cards that got nerfed in them, and I subbed those out for other cards. So the Shaman that I brought, the Jade mid-range Shaman, obviously had 2 Flame Tongue Totems, and that card is 3 mana now, which is considerably worse. So I subbed those out. I don't remember what I subbed in for them, but other cards that were also played in the deck at the time. And then the Priest, I subbed out the Power Word Shields, because if it doesn't draw a card, it's really just probably not good in the deck. And I put in what's it called? I put in 1 Holy Smite, because I feel like with the buff, it's probably good in the deck. It felt like Dragon Priest feels like a deck that would like a little bit of early game removal. Then I also added a second Azure Drake.
Makes sense. Yeah, that priest was pretty dominant.
Yeah,
it did on curve stuff and buffed minions like early and often, and kind of just ran over Itachi's decks.
Yeah. I would say that was my comfort deck from this expansion. It's actually the first deck I ever hit Legend with, funnily enough. So
really? Huh.
fitting that it was able to
Oh,
get
nice.
me some epic wins today.
You know, was kind of funny. Itachi actually was holding Leroy. He top decked it on, or not Leroy. He was holding Reno. He top decked it on turn 6 and took the
Oh,
chance
he
that
didn't
you
play it?
didn't have the
Yeah.
burst,
Oh my
and got
goodness.
immediately punished by your stolen Leroy.
The thing is, there's so many burn spells in the Warlock. Like, obviously, I don't have any in my deck, but it just
Yeah.
seems like such a big risk to take there.
Yeah, it seemed pretty
Definitely
dicey. I think he just really wanted the discount from Thorson and was like, you know what, I'm gonna
Yeah.
take this chance that Priest doesn't have anything that can kill me with, and he didn't get lucky with what he stole.
Yeah. I mean, I will say that Warlock tends to be a deck that has to take some of those chances. I definitely remember having a lot of moments like that where it's like, well, I'll have a much better chance to win if I can just squeeze one more turn out of this readout. But
Man, all I'm thinking is how annoying Azure Drake was.
oh yeah, it's such a good card, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it would be as good if it was in standard today. I mean, obviously it wouldn't be as good, but it might still be like
I think it'd still be
passable.
playable. Definitely.
I
But,
kind of miss Azure Drake, but I mean, I understand the reasoning for sending it to Hall of Fame.
yeah.
It was just so everywhere.
Yes, 100%. But I don't think it was a card that people like particularly hated.
No.
It never like feels oppressive. It's not like it's a crazy board presence for the mana, but it is just, you know, a
Yeah.
little too strong to have around.
The
all
amount of
time.
times that +1 spell damage wound up being incredibly relevant was kind of insane too.
Yeah.
Like, I remember all of the Azure Drake kill command lethals that I would have in Hunter or something, and just like other random stuff that didn't make any sense. And you're like, oh wow, it's exact because of this +1. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the thing, too. You would get it in so many decks where you would just never naturally run spell damage.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yep. And here's the auctioneer turn.
Yeah.
See what
It's
happens.
Miracle time.
That's a decent card, you know.
It wasn't
6 mana, 4
super
for a draw 3.
crazy with how
Sure.
much he got.
Oh,
Well,
no, he's
until he
got more.
drew the innervate.
He's got more.
And was able to get
Oh.
a little bit more out of that.
Can we modify Abyssal Enforcer to do 4 damage to all of their characters? I feel like that would just be, you know, a generous and kind thing to do, just to keep it up with the power creep of the times, you know?
So funny how we were talking about Warlock having that fine line to tread, as now Avi here faced
Yeah,
with
I
you know
really
the decision:
don't wanna
when
use it
do I
twisting
play
Nether,
Reno?
But I have to. I have to Twisting Nether an Auctioneer. I can't let that survive. And I'm certainly not going to risk tapping and not hitting removal. But this is a tough matchup. Especially when they just have this
Yeah,
unrelenting
Druid
board
gets
presence.
lots and lots of jades.
Do you want to steal 6/6, guys?
Never-ending string of jades.
I personally enjoy stealing.
Okay, who wants to steal a 6/6?
I want to say MCT is definitely a card that nobody misses.
Hey!
Oh my God.
Wow. Wow, I really feel like Avi's cheating somehow. I don't know. What did you do? What did you do before this match? Who did you bribe?
Things, stuff. You don't know.
Things and stuff. That's a good answer.
True. I still might have to risk this Rito one more turn. It's so risky. Let's take a look at this deck list. How much burn does he have? 2 swipes, 2 Pharaoh Rages. He's already played 1 Pharaoh Rage and 2 Living Roots, so he's 2 swipes left and a Pharaoh Rage. If he has a swipe and I Argus here, am I dead? No. But it certainly answers my board really well and is annoying. I think I need to get this tapping. We're risking it for the biscuit, as it were. Let's see if I get punished. I feel like this is definitely just a matchup where you gotta take some risks to make sure that you find your combo sooner, because if you don't find your combo fast enough, you just lose.
Didn't do the math. I don't know if you're dead. I was too late lazy to do the math.
I am.
Just see if Itachi can do the math for us. See
I-
if he's dead or not.
I mean, I'm just
if
gonna
he
say
has-
I 100% see lethal from Itachi's hand.
I wasn't paying attention.
There is a lot of lethal in his hand.
But it looked like the mulch. Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
should read that card. What does that do?
yeah. Okay, yeah, that'll do it. I forgot about taunt removal. I should have thought about that more. Whatever.
Zeph remembers. Well said, C-Mac.
Well,
So
okay, he can get some revenge.
it's nice to see actually that the revenge came in the form of Avi also holding a Reno and greeting it to the point of death. So there you have it. But I hope you guys had fun. I hope you all enjoyed watching this showcase.
I just asked Itachi if he wants to hop in for a minute.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, let's get him in here if we can.
All right, he should be coming in soon.
But yeah, definitely some good memories from this. I mean, I didn't love all of it. There was a time when Hunter was just like straight up dead in Gadget's End, and that made me sad. But you know, there was a lot of really cool stuff in Year of the Kraken.
Yeah.
Avi, you're coming in kind of faint for me now.
Oh, it's probably because I wasn't talking.
I mean, I saw your
Oh no, it's
your
just
icon
making,
light up,
like,
but
a little bit of noise, and it's like just putting through some of the ambient. Of
gotcha.
My room.
Okay,
Hey,
the room up, yeah.
what's up, Itachi?
How's it going, Itachi? Welcome. Got a little measure of revenge right at the end there. Can you hear us okay?
Oh yeah, now I can hear you.
There we go. All right.
Awesome. So welcome. Kind of fitting. Both of you actually greeted the Reno and got punished because of it. Avi was holding a Reno there too, by the way, in the final game.
Oh, of course.
I was talking about how funny it was that we saw Reno drawn on turn 6, and I was like, so there it is. There's the thing that saves you. And then you were clearly thinking, okay, well, he doesn't really have any burn, so unless he stole some burn from me, I'm probably fine. But of course, he stole your Leroy, so that one ended quick.
I just said there's no way he stole burn, right? Like he just never. He didn't want,
he never has
priest.
it.
It's priest. He didn't want burn.
Yep.
No, I think burn was the obvious pick most of the time there, but
I don't know what your options were, but I was like, priest is a pretty slow deck. I'm pretty. I don't know if he's trying to like burst it out, but
if there's one thing I remembered about that matchup is that you want to have pressure at all times, and if you see burn, you always take it. Pretty much.
All I really saw though in those three options was Leroy. I was like, I don't know, there's a couple options, but then there's Leroy, so
a lot of
that's the dude.
Are just really shitty for priest. So like when you can find burn and just have a way to put yourself over the top, it's usually just very good in that matchup because it's the one thing you don't have in your normal deck. Whereas you have plenty of value usually.
But that was pretty fun. It was fun to watch and it was fun to cast. I hope you guys enjoyed playing and had a nice little trip down memory lane.
Oh god, that shaman deck. I don't know why I played that. That was I was gonna play priest and I was like, no, that's too easy. Like anybody could play priest, and then Avi plays priest, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. Priest is an old favorite of mine. It got me to legend for the first time as a dirty no skill RNG deck. And happy to play it again today.
Man, Avi taking shots out here at people years in the past.
Mostly myself.
Nice.
But I don't know. It's dirty that priest gets to have insane curve plays and then also just a ton of card generation. And you don't know which priest I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just kind of all priests. It seems
some things never change.
Yep.
I see. Like I don't know. I kind of prefer priest today because at least they're not also playing insane curve plays that have you dead by five.
But I mean, Cabal Acolyte was an example of a, insane curve play that also got to be value.
Yeah. I mean, if you just play Cabal Acolyte on curve, you way far ahead.
Yeah, Avi starts were pretty nutty too.
I was like, what can he do to this like very large minion? Nothing, right? He just played the Shadow or Death that he obviously was saving, and then it was like, oh, there's a Discovered Dragon in his hand. Oh, those dragons don't do anything. But I forgot that you could discover like today's dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was calling Avi out in in Messenger, just telling him he's a cheater for playing all these.
I saw Aeon Reaper and I was like, wait a second, Itachi is playing 6-mana 9/9.
Yeah, that Aeon Reaper was pretty dirty.
Yeah.
There's only so much you could do with the showcase. It's not like we could ban like discover effects. There's too many.
Oh yeah, no, I just completely like I was not thinking about it at all. I was like, all these dragons suck. Like, what is he gonna do? Now it's normal me or what?
I don't think playing around Aeon Reaver off a wild dragon discover is necessarily right either. I don't really play
yeah. I mean, I didn't have anything else to do. Like, what else was I gonna do? Not play this 9/9?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Ron, you were saying there's nothing we could do, but man, could you imagine if there was some mode where we could like ban specific sets, maybe some sort of tournament mode?
Oh my
that would be
goodness.
so cool. But unfortunately, the only tournament mode that was ever designed for Hearthstone was one that just made brackets for fireside gatherings, and they didn't release that one because they realized that wasn't what people meant by tournament mode.
They're like, oh wait, you wanted something to guys, fail.
You wanted in-game tournaments that you could play in? No, our bad. We'll push that to later o'clock.
Coming soon, guys. Coming soon.
2 p.m.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be the biggest thing they could do for the Hearthstone competitive scene if there were in-game tournaments.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I really want to thank you guys for coming on. Obviously, both of you are just way up at the top in career, record for Hero Series. Just incredible seasons that you've both had over the course of the run of Hero Series, and really appreciate you being on here tonight.
Yeah, it was great to be on. Super fun event.
It's nice to get 3-0'd again by Avi.
Feels like old times.
Oh no! I'm sorry. I think I'm winning record versus Avi. I might be.
Oh, nice. Hey, here you go.
Interesting.
Bold but any final words on the actual like Year of the Kraken meta? Anything kind of jog some memories for you? We'll come to you as the winner last, Avi. But first, Itachi, just want to hear anything that you want to say about the meta or that jumps out to you from this.
Just like remembering the slowness of the game and how like there were way less decision points, but like the decision points mattered kind of a lot. So knowing when to use stuff, like Avi using removal correctly, like despite the Aeon Reaver thing, like even still, like having to hold the removal to make sure he was using it for the right things. And recognizing where to make your plays, where to make your pushes. There were some weird moments with the whole Pirate Warrior deck that were, I was like, where you could like try to extend the game using the hero power. You could just like try to end the game.
I was honestly really hoping you top decked Rag and it won the 1 in
like,
7 or 1 in 6 or something.
I was like, all right, Illidan hero power and Rag.
Yeah.
Jades were like the best thing for me in that format. I love Jades. That was pretty fun. Jades and Reno decks. So
nice. Oh well, his Discord cutting out kind of had good timing there because I think he concluded that point.
Yeah.
But whether or not we get Itachi back, we'll move on to you, Avi. What about you for You're the Kraken or other things you want to say? Oh, he's back.
Oh yeah. I keep DCing. I don't know what's with that, but yeah, I was just saying Jades and like Reno decks were my favorite things in that format.
Nice, perfect. So then, question back to you then, Avi.
So I remember really liking this meta. I think like watching streamers play Reno Warlock was what convinced me that I should just start crafting competitive decks and playing. That and my friends reminding me that I'd played a bunch of Arena and I could dust cards to build decks. So I started doing that, started playing decks on ladder that I actually crafted. I played Reno Warlock my first season of ranked, and I got up to rank 1 5 stars, and then fell down to rank 4 and didn't play again that month. And then the next month I get Legend with Dragon Priest.
So close.
I remember loving the Reno decks. I remember hating Jade decks, mostly playing against them. Playing as them was like fine, but I don't think I played much Jade. And then obviously Dragon Priest felt very bullshit to play against, but playing as it was pretty fun. And I think that Dragon Priest got me my first like people mega tilted at me in best of 3 conquest tournaments or whatever it was. Or were the Open Cups best of 5?
Oh, the Rage ads. Good memories.
All I remember is that I would play against people in the Open Cups, And every once in a while, I would like steal a really good card off operative, and then I would say like "wow" or something, and then I would get a message saying, "Don't freaking BM me in my open cup." So yeah,
It's
good
fantastic.
memories.
Nice. All right. Well, any closing words, Ted, before we wrap things up for our final bar fight of the season?
Yeah. No, I just want to say thank you guys for coming tonight. Thank you everyone for who took part in this event. I had a great time. I hope you all did too. And I guess we'll see you all tomorrow as the celebration week continues.
That's right. Yeah, stay tuned. Hearth Center on Wednesday. We've got more giveaways for you coming up as we continue to celebrate 5 whole years of THL. So pretty exciting, and definitely appreciate everyone who tuned in. Special thank you to Avi and Itachi for joining us tonight. And thanks again to all you viewers out there. You always make THL so special, and we're so privileged to be a part of this.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you all again, and I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Have a great night, everyone.
Itachi for having all the cards.